Black Compass Media back live with another one. Shout out to everybody out there's gonna see this. Tone Bro checking in. Great interview on deck. Driz, what up, bro?
What's up, bro, man? We got a good one lined up for today, man. Super excited about this. Catch you on this block. Yo, Wok, take this walk with me. That was about that was young. That was young Rosenberg. He a big dog, a vet now, man. So I'm excited to chop it up with Rosenberg.
Nah, this is gonna be dope. He's from the old cloth, man. I know a lot of people, you know what I mean? Like when people talk about Rosenberg, they mention Philly. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Philly, shout out to the greater Philadelphia area as well. You know what I'm saying? From the old era, even though he's still young. He's still young.
He can't. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that too.
We're gonna
talk about that
now. But this is in anticipation for the Max Out event where we will be taking on Showoff, which is an important battle, I think, for RBE.
Shout out to RBE
as well. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna do that. But without further ado, Rosenberg. Oh,
that's a bar right there.
Yeah, it's a bar. Raw's gonna get everything together. And I see some of you asking about the Jag interview, and just so we could clear that up while we Raw, we see you getting everything together. Once you adjust it, we'll get you up here. But wasn't able to connect with Jag and everything like that, you know, despite the reschedule and everything. Definitely gonna be covering the battle and you know, all the work and things like that too. So shout out to Jag and everything, and you know, we just gonna keep it gangster, man. He's solid, man. So good luck to that brother. But I think we all set now, Driz. I think we all set now.
Yeah, we good.
Rosenberg, what up, bro?
Yeah, what's going on, fellas?
Man, life is good, brother. Life is good.
Man. Thanks for coming on the platform. You know what I mean? Definitely appreciate your time.
Yeah. I appreciate y'all for having me.
No doubt, man. So April 3rd, we got the Max Out card. Very important, consequential card for RBE. Shout out to ARP, Lawrence, shout out to the whole team putting on. You know, this is it's not that far away, and this year's moving fast. I'm gonna be honest. But what state of mind are you in right now? Because now, I mean, this is, you know, it's a couple weeks away. I feel like that's a critical time for a battler. Are you already finished? Like, what do you feel about the battle in general?
You know, I take battles like training camp. We call it training camp in my camp. You know, I was on Monday. I told Swave, they asked me a similar question. I told them I was about 40% done. That was on Monday. I feel like I'm right around like 65, 70 right now.
Sure.
About 2 rounds in the hatchet, and you know, a bunch of ideas I still got to jot down and, you know, organize. But as far as the state of mind, I'm in a positive place. You know, my last 4 with RBE, all arguably W's. I can't remember the last time I had a clear loss. You know, somehow I keep finding myself in the underdog position, you know, but I'm comfortable there. You know, but, you know, when you look at the track record, when you measure me and Show our careers together, you know, if you ask me, there's a lot of milestones he hasn't hit that I passed almost a decade ago.
Right.
So, you know, I'm very comfortable. I'm comfortable.
Okay. Comfortable going into the battle and everything like that. And I guess I want to just start with just RBE in general, right? Like that's, you know, it's an important imprint in the culture, you know, for and I think you touched on this as well, getting guys who were dead, you know, in the water at the KOTDs and RB the URL and getting things together, right? And you are a part of that. Do you feel like it's a legacy battle for you personally, because given the stage and given that he's put on the platform as well?
Pardon me. I'm gonna be honest, bro. You know, that's what it's being. You know, the fans are creating that. So even if I didn't want to look at it that way, that's out of my control. You know, everybody who's talking about the battle, that's how they're taking it. Man, this is RBE. Day one, this needed to happen, and so I can't ignore that from the standpoint of, you know, understanding how the culture is receiving it. But it's another battle for me. You know, when I took the 2 years off and I came back, I told myself that I wouldn't sell myself short. So, you know, any battle I get in, I give it my all. You know what I mean? I prepared, tremendously for it. And I think that was a lot of the reason that hindered me earlier in my career. And I don't have that problem no more. Showoff's another battler. He's talented, but he's not. It's not like I'm standing in front of something I haven't saw before.
Right.
Seen. So, if Rosenberg is on his game, which you look at the last track record, you're only as good as your last. I am. It's just another battle for Rosenberg to me. But I do. When I say it's just another battle, I don't want that to come off as I'm playing around or I don't understand the severity of it. This is arguably one of the biggest battle cards in a long time. So there's a lot of eyes on this, and I do understand that part of it.
Rosenberg, as far as you and working with ARP, shout out to ARP, shout out to Lawrence, the whole RBE. What's it been like kind of building with those guys in that camp over the last few years? What's that experience been like for you?
It's been surreal. For me, speaking for myself, because I know a lot of dudes got their own relationship with RBE and they fuck with them for their own reasons. It always seems like somebody got a personal reason why they fuck with RBE.
Right.
But it's true. I even had a hiccup with him when ARP did what he did to my footage.
I remember that.
And that could have been the last time I ever hit that stage.
Yeah, I remember that.
When he did it, I felt like that. So, it's been surreal, man. There's some good dudes over there that really love the culture. That think outside the box. That try to, take care of your well-being. It just make you feel appreciated as a battle rapper, and that's all you can ask in a culture where, the attractions and the talent sometimes seems underappreciated, right? But they've taken care of me. This would be my 10th RBE battle.
Wow.
Wow. I just noticed that I've been working with them now longer than I would, previous companies. So I haven't worked with any company more than RBE at this point in my career. You know what I'm saying? So, it's been good. It's been good. They pay me well. They take care of me. And they give me an opportunity to get my voice heard in the culture because, it's not a lot of dudes like me. You know what I'm saying? I don't say that to toot my own horn. That's just me understanding my place in the culture. And they appreciate that, and that's why I deliver for them.
Right. And shout out to Rare Breed Entertainment, Rosenberg. They're giving you a shout out and everything like that. They dropped the 5. Appreciate the donation. We got April 3rd max out. That's where it is, man. All right. So salute to ARP, salute to Lawrence as well. Now, this era, right? Because I have watched Showoff's promos, which both of y'all are y'all go there with the promo game.
Great promos.
He made a statement.
Jay Black coming up too in a week.
Okay, yeah. Shout out to Black, shout out to Champion. Yeah, that's gonna be intense. But he said a statement about you in this era, you being able to like hang in this era. That struck me a little bit. I was trying to understand that, unpack that, but like
maybe you can help me understand it.
Of like what is so different? Like, do you even find that this era is different? I mean, they closed the rooms. There's
more eyes. There's just more people. There's more new fans that haven't been there 10 years ago, 15 years ago. They just started, right? Like there might be 10,000 new Geechee Gotti fans that now like battle rap because they saw Geechee and like Geechee.
Right.
They wouldn't know what the fuck to see what they do for views mean or anything like that. How could they appreciate it? It's almost like in a certain aspect, it's almost like I got a little brother. He's like, he just turned 20. We both love sports, right? But for example, if I asked him like how he felt about Vince Carter, his fucking opinion would be way different than mine.
Yeah, right. He saw the spot up shooter Vince Carter.
I would tell you that boy a demon. He was a role player, right? So, it's just more eyes. It's a lot of new young fans. But I haven't lost in this era, right? I haven't clearly lost in this era. So since I've been back, Craig Lamar, Young Ill, T-Rex, Snake Eyes, Head Ice, I haven't lost. Clearly yet. He arguably lost to Mac Myron in this era. So, I don't really know what he's trying to get at with that. But he's been saying a lot of shit. And I don't know if it's promo or how he feels. he was asking Angry Fan, can he rap? But can he rap? And it's like, the fuck type of question? I don't even understand that question. How can you know how many dudes lost to me?
Mm-hmm.
You know how many stars, studs, legends, just beasts all around fucking superstars in battle rap that lost to Rosenberg?
Early Big K, when Big K had that early glow.
It's a list of them. So, far as that new era comment goes, I got a question for you, Tony. When you heard of Showoff, right? Matter of fact, I asked it this way. Before RBE, where were you watching Showoff?
He had a PG before that.
How many PGs?
Just one.
Just one. Was that the only time he ever was on URL?
I believe so.
Okay. Yeah. So then, where was he going after the PGs? Do you remember outside of RBE or the PG? Do you remember where Show was putting work in?
No.
Hey,
I'm gonna tell you why you don't remember. Because he never had to put work in. ARP been taking care of him for day one. See the difference between me and him with ARP and RBE's relationship and his relationship. It was mutual when me and ARP met. He could pay me, and I could be, one of the first, headliners for his card when it was fresh in the game, way before they were one of the best leagues ever, which what they are today. Showoff battled Hazy Williams, one of his first battles.
Hazy Williams. That was a great battle.
That was a great battle. Yeah.
It was. You'll never hear me discredit Showoff and say he's not talented because I'm not a liar. Right?
Respect.
But after Hazy Williams, we just started seeing Math Hoffa's arsenals. And if I go grab, you know how many, what Kiss say? Kiss said it's the brother up north better than Jordan that ain't get that break. That correlates with so many different things. Like that bar got layers to it. I knew somebody who I thought was better than Michael Jordan. Now y'all would say, "Fuck out of there, Rosenberg." I'm telling you. Now, what I mean by that is, I can go grab the average dude who don't have a buzz. Tony, bro, don't know about him. Don't nobody know about him, right?
Sure.
But he one of the most talented spitters I ever heard. If you go give him Arsenal and Matt Hoffa, and of course he's gonna be a household name. He had the talent, which Showoff do, but he was walked into this game. I had to earn mine. That's why Showoff has never performed in front of 300 people ever. Never. In his career. He don't even know what a big room feel like. He couldn't even fathom it. You know why? Because he's never been on that type of stage. So I would respond to that he can't survive in this era. Well, not only could I survive in this era, this is supposed to be a big room with almost 500 to 800 people, if I'm not mistaken.
That's a lot of people, by the way.
That's going to be Showoff's first time ever in front of that many people. So I would ask, if I was just a media member and I was not Rosenberg, well, damn, can Show perform in that atmosphere? And
Rosenberg is interesting because we have seen the Showoff type styles struggle on the big stages in rooms with a lot of people. I got a two-part question for you. One, going back to the eras, do you feel like it was more difficult for you and your class coming in and the things y'all had to go through to kind of get on? And how did those early days, those Block City battles and the early URL PG battles, how did that help mold you into what we see today?
You see how Drizzy just said, Tony, bro, them Block City battles, Rosenberg got a history. He knew where I played. He just told you where I played college ball at. He
and people don't give you credit. People don't give you credit because, people used to always run to chess and be like, oh, he's 16. Oh, this guy's 7. You was like 17 in them battles, bro.
When I battled QP, I was a sophomore in high school.
See what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Talking about.
That's just crazy.
What was your question?
How difficult was it during those Block City battles coming from PA, and then how did that mold you into what we see today?
And I heard you guys say something. So it was tough because we were never from Philly. See, dudes not from. People from other cities, they don't know anything, a lot of things in PA other than Philadelphia.
Right. I'm from Rochester, New York. I'm right here with you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So we come from that town that's outside of the city limits. You know what I mean? We Montgomery County, which is technically suburban Philadelphia, which is out, like, again, outside of the city limits. And you know, it was so cutthroat for just the dudes actually in Philly to get popping, let alone some niggas from outside the city, right? So, you know, it was tough trying to go somewhere and everybody was like, yeah, y'all Philly, right? Sometimes we just had to sit there and take it. You know what I mean? But, you know, we actually aren't even from Philly. So we had to grind a little harder to get respect because the city wouldn't even respect us. You know what I'm saying? There's dudes in Philly to this day who can't stomach a bill collector at Rosenberg Raw.
But why though? Because it doesn't make any sense to me though.
Philadelphia is listen, there ain't no Bloods and Crips down Philadelphia. 52nd Street beef with 53rd Street. That's just how it is.
It's blocks. It's blocks.
It ain't nothing. It ain't no gangs. You hang with who you hang with. You fuck with who you fuck with. But even outside of Philly, in the county, our hood, where we from, it's mad haters. It's just how it is. And the culture comes with hate. And you know, progression comes with hate. When you from an area in a town, like me and Bill Collector are both from Montgomery County, Pennsylvania, right? There's no rappers ever from where we're from that's gotten to the level where we gotten to. There is nobody to look up to like, damn, that's what they came up under. We're the measuring stick. Right. So, you know, again, that comes with support and that also comes with hate because, you know, everybody don't like to see everybody progress. But I say all that to say, yeah, Drizzy, it was tough coming up. Going to Block City was a breath of fresh air. They just appreciated bars. They didn't care where you was from. Right. They didn't give a fuck where you was from with you. I mean, I was 16 with a Jew fro and a face full of freckles, a bald chin. They didn't give a fuck.
Right.
Talking that shit though. They had to give it up.
Hey, they just appreciated that hunger that we came with. And it's that hunger isn't forced. You know, we're bred like that. You know what I mean? I'm a fighter. And that's how I view battles, and that's how I always view battles. And Block City appreciated that. Coming in the PG class, they appreciated that. It was just a breath of fresh air compared to what we had to go through back home. So I don't know if it was tougher than nowadays. Pardon me. Now,
you good.
See, I didn't plug that charger running like y'all told me to.
Yeah.
You good.
But nowadays they got 1,000 more avenues. So So, you know, we didn't have caffeine to go live on. We didn't have, you know, all the eyes on us. It was like back then it was really a culture. Like it was, you know, if you knew about it.
Right.
So you had to be special. You had to be special. You know
what
I'm saying?
You guys
with the, you know, how many stars. I think I came in over 10 years ago. So you know how we look at Lux and Mook now and Math Hoffers and those type of dudes, but they were in their primes back then. So, you know, there was a lot of stars. The spots were filled up. So you had to be special to be able to get that break. You had to really be special.
Real. And they wasn't even letting people re-audition. Like,
there was no.
If you have one bad PG, you'd be lucky.
Yeah.
Like you'd be lucky. So auditions, I mean, I don't even remember there was a time where auditions was even popping.
And then you guys also, you know, y'all didn't have this era where y'all just getting the battle in empty rooms on camera. You guys were going into rooms where it might be 70 people in here and only 10 of them know who Rosenberg is. Everybody else know who your opponent is, though. So that's another uphill battle that y'all kind of had to deal with, you know, in that newer era, that earlier era.
Absolutely. You had to perform in front of other dudes' fans. You know what I mean? Or just people who are already solidified. You understand what I'm saying? They didn't have to give you that head nod. You know, Time Bomb. Time Bomb's a funny story because, you know, back in the, you know, a lot of people have forgotten about him. A lot of people don't even know Time Bomb was part of our draft class, but part of our PG class. But he was talented, man. And I don't say that because I know him personally. He was talented because he got a PG for a reason.
Right.
What happened with Time Bomb was Bill Collector had put out a disc. We went on This Is 50 before any of us had battled. Norbs was running around like we was fucking, you know, the top 3 new guys about to, you know, hit the scene from PA. And he had dropped a diss, and he had dissed Sue Surf and Shotgun Suge, and you know that shit kind of went battle rap. It went battle rap viral. That shit got off the ground, but Bill Collector got locked up right after that. So when he's now, a lot of people don't know that day we were all supposed to rap on that camera, but Bill went first, and he spit that shit that he just had, and it was like, yo, let's leave it there. He's already gonna speak enough for both of us. Like, so it was a lot of momentum, but a lot of people didn't receive that well. Like, who are these new guys coming in saying Sue Surf name and
coming at Jersey?
How dare they even be given a platform to talk like this? So when Bomb got to our PG and he battled JC, the people we brought with us, you know, our support system, the dudes who've been supporting us up until this point, that made us comfortable, confident to get in these battles, you know, your corner men. Yeah. We was all 17, 19, no IDs. They weren't letting me in the building. I had a battle. Like, Beasley was out there begging the motherfucking, begging the security to let me in this fucking building. Right. So during Bomb's battle, the whole time, he you know, he was by himself. There was nobody up there supporting him, and they gave him the silent treatment.
They did. Yeah, they did.
Both of y'all go back and watch this battle. You can message me, Tony, bro. I don't want you to say if he hot or not. I want you to say, is this dude as horrible as they tried to make him, paint him out to be? Because JC just happened to be fired that day, and they gave him the silent treatment. I had the next battle. They let me and my peoples in at this point now. And if you go back to me and Clean's first round, they gave me the silent treatment for like the first 45 seconds.
They did. I remember that. I remember that.
I was already cooking.
Yeah.
They gave me the silent treatment for 45 seconds. They didn't have Sue Surf was in that room. X Factor was in that room. Loaded Lux was in that room. Snap was in that room. Shotgun Suge was in that room. Midwest Miles, it was just stars in the building. They didn't have to give you no love. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? You had to take it. They didn't let Bomb take it. You know what I'm saying? But it was different back then, man. You had to be special.
You had to because Cal had the Detroit niggas in there for Clean. You had to fight. You had to fight.
It was regional.
Not only did Cal have the Detroit dudes in there, the Jersey dudes that Bill collected this.
They hated you anyway, so they.
You know what I mean? So
crazy. You know, it's crazy to actually think about that too. Like, if you guys would have had a tournament type of situation where they had taken, you know, your class, the people come in just before y'all 16 and then put them in a tournament type of setting, we may have a whole different group of battlers right now. You know what I'm saying? What's your perspective on that?
Back then we would have got smacked just because we wasn't ready. But that would have been a cool idea. There's not too many draft PG classes that was better than ours.
Yeah.
Not too many.
No, I agree. It was special. Yeah. And a lot of y'all is still around and still in the game and everything like that.
Look at where John at. I mean, look at Magic was looked at as one of the best punch lines ever. Look what JC at.
Clean's
still around. Look, Fro's still around. We're still literally around.
Yeah.
And City
Big K was in that too, wasn't he?
Battling on KOTV.
Yeah, man. Big K was a part of that too, right?
Who?
Big K.
No, he wasn't part of our
He came a little bit after. He came
a little bit later.
No, he was about 2 to 3 after us, maybe.
Okay. Because I think sometimes like the it's important to revisit the timeline and stuff, because this stuff all, you know, it all factors into everything that goes on with the battle and stuff. And I just feel like tailor the tape.
And you can't no matter how long ago that was, especially again, I'm only 28 years old with all that experience.
Yeah.
Right. So when a nigga like Show say, can he survive in this era? It's like, you know how many eras I done been through? You know what I mean? You know, like, you can't discredit just because you didn't do a lot over there. Don't mean you can't. You know, he said that he made it cool for people to be like, fuck them contracts. I'm betting on myself. RBE. No, you didn't. How can you say that? You had one battle with Britt Rawski and you got your ass whooped. They ain't offer you no contract. I was under contract with them. 24 months, 6 battles. I completed the whole thing. I never got dropped or anything like that because I wasn't talented. When my contract was up, we didn't negotiate on a number, and then we had a falling out. I went public with it, and that's why we are where we are today. But didn't make it be. He didn't make it be cool to go over to RBE. That is ridiculous.
I think, and by the way, I want to just revisit. He did do Bloody Knuckles and Trap House as well. But I think at the time,
you know what's funny?
When they left, it was different though.
Because it was a group of them that left.
It was a group of them that was a mass exodus that kind of happened with new guys.
You know what's funny? I headlined the first 5 Spitter League cards. Bloody Knuckles is my guy. Showoff used to open up. That's where that was a league that I was very a part of building to a nice subdivision league. Me and Bloody did business a lot. I battled Tink the Demon on Bloody Knuckles. I battled Jins on Bloody Knuckles. I battled Amazing D-Boy on Bloody Knuckles. I battled Push Packs. I battled Meek Mill. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So, like, I got 5 battles over there that helped build that stage. You understand what I'm saying? So, and Show used to be in the crowd at my battles. He was there when I fucked gyms up. Jumping up and fucking down, cheering. You can go look at it. And if he say it didn't happen, I'll pull it up, post a video on Twitter. He was jumping up and down when I was cooking him. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. Showoff's talented, but he's ignorant. He's ignorant. You gotta respect your opponent. When I battled Craig Lamar, I thought I was better than him, but I respected what he brought to the table.
Right.
And I knew I could lose if I wasn't sharp. Period. That's any battle. Even if you thought you was better than me, Sharp. Like to act like I'm not capable of fucking you up is a mistake. I'm trying to give you some free game right now. Don't play with me. Play with something else. I'm not a game.
Why is it? And this happened well before. I remember, and it was an impressive performance against Swave. I still go back to that because I feel like it might have been one little hiccup away from like, yo, this is a big win, but you still was impressive in that. But every single matchup, you are the underdog in the eyes of, whether it's media or fans or just the popular consensus, even though you got signature wins. Like, what do you personally attribute that to? Is that a brand type of thing where they, you know what I mean? Is it a Philly, PA area type of attitude thing that people don't resonate with, or why does it come off like that?
I think one of the biggest things is, originality. You couldn't even try to think of a battle rapper I sound like. You'd have to create one. You'd have to create one. So when I literally bring my own style to the game, where you can't replicate it. That's the only motherfucker who rap like that is Rosenberg. Everybody's not going to be receive it well. Some people say I'm basic. Like I've seen that comment a few times, and
let's get into it.
It's funny because I don't even think Caps got to put this on there, but I'm a rhymer. One thing I do is I rhyme well.
Right.
A lot of dudes rap, but one of the way I rap is one of the most difficult ways to rap. I don't just rhyme one word with one word. I do double, triple rhymes. It's I think in the ice battle, I said they pack trays. Trust me, if the gat wave, I buck him at a crush ice. Now we just a gas station slushy. Right now, I didn't rhyme trusting, bucking, and slushy. I rhyme pack trays. Trust me, if the gat wave, I buck. I'm literally rhyming. I've just rhymed 9 words in a row. That's not easy to do.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And sometimes the degree of difficulty for how I write my rhymes, it's difficult. So when I hear simplistic, it used to offend me because I'm like, do y'all understand? Like this shit is crafted in a way to where, I am fluid all the way through. These rhyme schemes and patterns are sharp. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I just think people are used to what they're used to. So a lot of dudes use the same formula. They got, a little different twist they put on it, but a lot of dudes use the same formula. And
do you ever feel because how do you balance doing what you do because obviously anybody who's coming here like yourself and has lasted being a pretty much a household name for a decade strong, obviously doing what you have done has worked for you. But how do you balance that with staying up? Because like you said, there's new fans who just start watching battle rap during the caffeine era, and they feel like the way these guys rap, that's battle rap. Like that's how you're supposed to rap.
Right.
But that ain't how Rosenberg raps. So how do you bring what you do and also somewhat cater to these new people who are?
So I think the biggest thing in common that boxing and battle rap have in common is styles make the fights. Right. So that's one thing I lean on. That's why when I get put in an underdog role against a Swave, against a Suge, against an Ice, and those caliber dudes, and then I go and I win, because I trust the formula, and the formula is my style is almost like an equalizer to counter. I told Jay Black, I said I'm not a bully. I bully the bullies. You know what I'm saying? I go fight the bullies. That shit that they do to regular guys, it doesn't bother me. So when people say, what is Froze gonna say to Ice? What can he say to Ice? It's like, when I get there, you're gonna see. A lot of dudes don't look like. You ever notice that dudes don't look like themselves when they battle me a lot, especially the dudes that I won. I won against. A lot of them look like they had off battles. When you play with me, I make you pay for it. So I think that styles make the fights, and I trust that. So I try to incorporate a little bit of the newer style, but when I say incorporate it, just maybe some of the punches, as far as like how we're dissing each other and how we're talking about each other, and but I can never not go in there rapping like Rosenberg and feel like I got the best chance to win. You understand what I'm saying? So we all like a comeback story. It's funny because as Americans, right? But not even just in America, we all like underdogs. Like that's why in NCAA tournament, Cinderella teams, we always rooting for the 15th, 16th seed when they get deep in the tournament, or the 8th seed going in the 7-game series with a 1 seed. Like that's must-see TV, right? Because they're not supposed to be doing that.
Right.
So every time I get put in that underdog position, it's really a crutch. Because every time I get faced up with the dudes, and then you see either not only can I battle with them, they might not look like they can fuck with me. It's really a crutch for me. So I try to incorporate it a little bit, man. But Jersey, I do what I do. I do what I do, and I'm getting better. As still this part of my career, I'm still excelling. I'm still climbing. I'm still, finding the best Rosenberg. And that's dangerous for a dude like Showoff that to stand in front of that.
Man, you said was a Swave. You stay dirty in your white TL like a Wichita State jersey. It goes underappreciated. You know what I mean?
Now, hey, Tony, bro. Did you? Not only did I rhyme dirty with Jersey, but we rhyme state Jersey with we stayed dirty with state Jersey. Like, it's not just rhyming one word. It's actually pretty fucking dope. They either gonna catch on that I'm actually one of the best battle. There's a lot of dudes that are better writers than me. I have no problem admitting that. It's a million writers in the game. Like it's hard to be the number one writer, right?
Right.
Writers lose all the time.
All the time, bro.
Rosenberg, I root for those guys. Trust me, they be losing. Yeah.
I think I'm in my 55th, 56th. I'm going into the 60s on how many battles I've had. I know how to win battles.
Right.
I know how to win battles. You know what I'm saying? So,
but me and see, the good thing about us is we all have different. What Tone likes is different from what I naturally like. You know what I'm saying? But Tone has opened my eyes to see different things in certain battlers. But in my core, the Rosenberg style, like I always said, I'll take somebody like a Rosenberg who gonna talk that talk and gonna have great cadence and great delivery over somebody who's just a great writer but can't deliver it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I think cadence and delivery means more to me than the actual pen.
You can still a battle with more than lyrics.
Yeah.
There's a lot more that go into it. There's a lot more that go into that shit.
I don't know if we need to make a compilation of watching that happen, but you know, and then you know what? PhD program. Thank you for the donation, $1.99. He puts in quotes, see what they do for views is legendary. It is. It's one of those. And they're writers, they're guys writers, lyrical miracle, scheme, every stanza, whatever, that can't do that. That's what I think is important for people to remember. People don't, and it's the way you delivered it. Part of being an MC, in my opinion, is not just what you say, it's how you say it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's how you say it. That part still matters. You know what I'm saying? Like that. And so when you talk about moments and just content in general, it's like I feel like the separation with you and Showoff. Yeah, he's very lyrical. He'll go into these different pockets. He'll flow with you and all that. But to see what they do for views, you go in a helmet to head with Palomalu. These are, you know what I'm saying? That's where I think
moments you don't have.
That's what I think. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Like but even with that, it's like those moments, crafting those moments, putting that stuff together. Like, are you right and prepared for that? Like, they're gonna like this one, or is it just like I'm rapping and whatever they catch on with, that's what's gonna catch on? That's
cool. I critique my shit, you know. So when I know I got a punch, anytime you know my punches are unorthodox. So anytime you hear a bar when you like, damn, and I delivered that shit with some sauce on it, it's because I knew that's what the impact was going to be. It's sometimes it's all about how you say something. I also find little pockets and shit like that you know I hit that makes some of the shit, you know, I say land. But you know, I don't know. I mean, I'm literally like one of the best fucking battle rappers in the world.
Go ahead, talk your talk.
Talk your talk.
I don't know what else to say. Like, you know, I can't wait till February 3rd. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a special night. It's one of the biggest fucking cards. I'm just happy to be a part of that shit, man. You know what I mean? That's really all.
You definitely seem focused. You seem like all the interviews, all the prep work we had done beforehand. It's like you're in a good space right now with battle rap, and I know that wasn't always true for you. Right. You know what I'm saying? It was a bit tumultuous, right? You in your early 20s, which, by the way, there's no way. You know, at 17, there's no way I'm doing this. You know what I mean? It's just too much involved.
Yeah, bro. I don't know how they was doing this.
Are we ready for a Rosenberg run? Are we about to get a run this year as things open up?
I'm already on it. They just haven't called on it yet.
Talk about it.
I mean, I'm already on it. And once I get, you know, deeper into it, as far as 10, 11, 12 battles, and you start saying, damn, you know, ain't nobody really clearly beat Raw yet. You know what I'm saying? So I got a lot of battles left in me. You know, it's funny. I just said I almost did 60. You know I got at least 50 more. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think they're gonna catch on soon. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know, being in a good space is half the battle. You know, battle rap, it's draining. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're not mentally tough, because even though there's really no physical, you know, aspect of it, it fucks with you physically. I seen Holmesy put a tweet up today. You know what I mean? He says, man, y'all don't know how much go into this shit. And a fan commented like, you know, I battle on a low level, and after the battle, I'll be tired for 3 or 4 days. You understand what I'm saying? So I appreciate everything that goes into the battle, prepping for. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, my best days is ahead of me still. My best days is still ahead of me. I think we about to get a Rosenberg run. When the last time? Can you remember the last person who beat me?
The last
clearly,
the last like person who clearly.
When have I clearly lost?
Got you.
And make sure you say the year you think it was in.
Oh, yeah. Hold up. Who clearly clearly got you?
It's debatable, and you know that don't, you know, that's not a clear loss. So clear.
Yeah, because I was.
We have to go back. We have to go back, bro.
You literally gotta go find it.
Yeah, we have to go back. You haven't got washed by nobody. You haven't gotten just beat up.
Yeah, you because you don't be getting smoked like the losses.
And the thing is, Rosenberg. The thing you also got to appreciate about Rosenberg, and I said the same thing with like Mike P and them is, they're not gonna. If you're gonna beat them, you got to come beat them. They're not gonna beat themselves. They're not gonna be stumbling. They're not gonna hand you rounds. You got to come win the rounds versus them. So that's another reason why you don't have. You know, it takes a while to go back to somebody who just clearly. He destroyed him, washed him. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't beat yourself a lot.
You know, and that makes me elite. That makes me elite, and it's okay if the fans and the media haven't understood that yet. But if motherfuckers open the stat book and just look at the stats, it's weird. Like I've been an All-Star snub for like 2 years. You know what I mean? I'm like a snub in the All-Star game every year.
You know what it is, Rosenberg, and you kind of brought it up when you said you got a lot more battles left. There's some water and a bridge that may have to be crossed for us to see a lot of the Rosenberg battles that are going to bring light to what you have already been doing.
Right.
A lot of the people, the fans, we see the chat. A lot of the people, the fans want to see you against, you know, the Gluizis, the Danny Myers, the T-Tops, the bill collectors. They're on URL. So it's like, how do we get those Rosenberg matches that we want to see? Something has to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, you can only control what you can control. You know, unfortunately, in this type of business, and there's multiple lines of business that have this problem. Certain companies have certain restrictions. You know what I mean? And certain, you know, a lot of them dudes that you named can't just do what they want, as talented as they are, you know. And I would like to battle a lot of the dudes that rap on URL, just because I said I see myself having so many battles left in me, you know, and there's a lot of battlers over there to pick from. You understand what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't even, if they were available to battle, I wouldn't even really know where to start. Like it's like throwing your playlist on, throw that shit on shuffle. Just fuck it. It is what it is. But you know, I really can't control that. I'm comfortable with RBE. I think a lot of people would be comfortable with RBE if they really knew what it was like over here. I think battlers should be able to battle where they want. You know, as far as that bridge being crossed, it's not even really a cross thing. It's more like a meeting point.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, I've had people from that side reach out and try to get it done over the past few years. And there's, you know, always a roadblock we hit, and you know, that's out of my control. So, you know, all I can say is hopefully in the future those dudes become more available. To be able to do what they want, or you know, whatever the case may be. But you know, I can't complain. In the last 5, I've had Rex, had Ice, Young Ill,
Snake Eyes,
and then like just on some like regular shit, Snake Eyes, Craig Lamar, which are 2 talented dudes. Like and now I'm on the biggest RBE card ever. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, I'm kind of tunnel visioned on that. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, you content, but just for the sake of us fans, right? We're not plugged into the matrix, like, you know what I mean? We come up with these questions in a vacuum because we don't know all the backstory. If the meeting gets brokered, everybody's on good terms, y'all decide it is what it is, and they say, yo, you get your pick. Three people that you want to see over there. 3 people. And it could be anybody. Who would you want to see?
If you know those dudes were available, I would Av.
That's hard.
Be tough.
I fuck with Av. That's my dog. You know, a big fan. Briz. Briz is my favorite battle rapper. You know what I'm saying? I think he's dope. You know, I understand, you know, right now he's retired or whatever the case may be. I hope to see him back soon. You know, and if I had another one to choose, like it was anybody, probably K-Shine. You know, I like the battle dudes that I'm a fan of, that I respect. You know what I'm saying? dudes that fight similar to me. We might not sound alike, but they bring that different type of, those are the battles that excite me. You know what I'm saying? So, those will probably be the three. And then obviously like the Glue Easies and there's little matchups over there too, like that. Just it's a million of guys, but those would be the three that I pick if I could battle them dudes. It'd probably be them three. No question.
Okay. Solomon says $4.99. He says Goods versus Rosenberg.
Goods, that'll be a style clash for sure. He's a funny dude. I'm a dead serious dude. So, but also, I'm actually funny as shit. So I've been trying to loosen up and actually let my comedy roll a little bit in my battles a little bit more. So that'd be a cool battle. I fuck with Goods too.
Okay, no doubt. Yeah, that it's interesting, man. When people get typecasted, because we have this thing, fans do this, media does this. We typecast people like, yo, this guy's a bully, or this guy is a heel, this guy is a, a certain way, and then you get to talking to him. It's like it's not really like that. Like Suge always got the bully role because of like early battles, maybe one or two. But
and his size and all that shit.
But he's actually very astute and very mature at this point in his career. He still gets tagged with that. But I don't know. I feel like that tag goes away with a certain battle. Like if you have all it takes is one battle, in my opinion. And then these tags start to drop. You know what I mean?
I feel like that type of style is kind of dead in the Corona era.
What you mean?
I mean, as far as being able to bark on somebody and just be able to get by with that. Suge wasn't super lyrical back then. He was just aggressive. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have crazy bars back then too. He used a lot of movie references in every other bar. But he could battle though. You know what I'm saying? So I respect those type of dudes that like Swave, Suge, who get because I actually, I respect their pen. Like they're not as simplistic and complex. Now Suge when he came out the gate was, but like Suge, that the fuck did he say that Pan-African?
That shit was crazy.
What?
That shit was
crazy.
Come on, man. And
that was crazy.
And if Lux would have said it, Jay-Z would have tweeted it.
That's a fact.
It's them dudes with the bully. That was a part of the original essence of battling. You couldn't be no fucking punk in battle at a certain. There was a certain time where there was, writers couldn't battle. Wasn't nobody trying to hear that shit. I was trying to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that all of the dudes that I think used to be deemed as bullies, including myself. I mean, I don't be up there getting my voice all hoarse, screaming all fucking loud the whole battle.
Right.
I mean, I rely on my pen a little bit more nowadays because people know I can get up there and bark on you. I don't gotta prove it no more. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
And I think Suge has kind of, hit that same stage too. So, again, I'm not a bully. That was never a label I gave myself. Now I adopted it. Trust me. I mean, I when people was calling me that, I made sure I tried to bring that to the battle. But I lost a few battles just trying to overdo that.
Yeah. See, that's growth right there. Ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to understand that. I like you being that candid about your career because it was sometimes I'm like, damn, Raw, you know what I mean? I see what you're doing, but we don't need you to do all that. You know what I'm saying? And then we don't have to jump into it too much, but as far as what we can expect from this battle, you guys are both aggressive. I find him to be stressing the pen a little bit more. Your delivery's A1. You got great angles in terms of what you say to your opponent per round. I think is dope. Whatever the situation was before that kind of put a little bit more spice onto this, right? Like you see that bleeding into the battle and it being like this type of clash? Because I know before you said, you guys had something go on and it was a long time ago, but is that also adding fuel to the fire for you?
I'm gonna be honest, Tony. Like I don't want to like Showoff. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to like him. I don't want to fuck with him. I don't want to be his homie. Like, this battle isn't like the bridge that's going to make me be cool with him. I don't look at it like that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we got a job to do that's so much deeper than the issue that we had. If you know, if and that just makes me not fuck with Show. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm not the type to. Me and Show issue has nothing to do with no battle rap shit. So, and it's not even a cool issue to where it can really be angled like that. Right. It was just some shit happened. It was ready to go down, and that's just what it was. But you know, as far as that bleeding into the battle, I guess because I don't like him, maybe, you know what I'm saying. But you know, I don't have no grudge for Show. I don't want to fight Show or anything. I just don't fuck with the nigga. You know what I'm saying? He's weird to me, not my type of, you know what I mean, dude. I'd hang around and be cool with. He's not my style, like, you know what I'm saying. So, you know, as far as it bleeding, but this isn't personal for me. Okay. I got a job to do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm. It's so much, you know, more important than just Showoff. He's an opponent that I got, you know, contracted to go battle against. He's dope, and if I play around, I can lose. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure it's gonna be some disrespect in there that, you know, gonna be thrown around. Because I don't think there's a lot of respect for each other personally. You know what I'm saying? So, but I respect him as a battle rapper. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's basically what it is with him. It's really not a grudge match. I know it's probably being sold like that, but it's, you know, if you want to, it's two dudes that don't fuck with each other that got to battle each other. It's that simple. Right.
Yeah, hey, man, that's all it took back in the day. I'm like, oh, they really don't like. See, I was an immature fan back.
I declined the battle. I went as A-War. Me and A-War was trying to cook up a battle. A-War was hot. He was looked at like as he was hard to beat, and where I was coming from off the Ice performance, I felt like it was a win that was big for me. So I'm like, you know what? Why not go jump in the Lions then and go take A-War? Nobody give me that battle. I go win that, and it's like, now you see what I'm doing. So when we got Show, that's what I'm saying. My issue, when he called me and he was like, yo, Showoff, I wasn't like, yeah, I don't fuck with that nigga. Let's do it. Me and his issues gave me no inspiration to take the battle. Right. I mean, we got that business right, and then I was ready to go.
Okay. I can dig that. You know what I'm saying? We looking forward to it, man. And you know, I did drop the link in the chat if you guys want to get a quick question in. You know what I mean? Berg, as always, we appreciate your time and stuff like that too. Now, I always give out the disclaimer. If y'all go come up here, ask Rosenberg a question. First of all, cam up. You know how we play up here. Turn that camera to the side, get off the McDonald's Wi-Fi and wash your face. You know how we do it up here. All right. So I see one brother getting on. You got to turn your camera on in order to get up here. All right. Now I do got trivia. I do. Now it's all Philadelphia based trivia stuff. Like this is what we do with some of our guests. We do trivia rounds and all that, keep score and things like that. So I got about 5 questions for you, Raw. Now it's all Philadelphia based stuff though. So I don't know if you want to, you know what I'm saying?
It's
like
Philly, I know.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Now, let's start here. This 2009 movie starring Jamie Foxx was shot in Northeast Philadelphia at home.
Law-abiding citizen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't be threatening me with no walks, bro. Like, take this walk with me. All right.
It don't matter where we going.
Yeah. Okay. This Villanova graduate spent his career on the Nets, averaged 14 points and set the team rookie record with 158 threes in his first year. Who is that?
I can't get no year when it was or anything like that.
He came out. Well, I think he was a part of the 97 draft class. He was a famous player. Was on the Nets.
Say the question again. He came from Villanova.
Villanova graduate, spent most of his career on the Nets. He averaged 14 points. He set the team rookie record for 158 threes. And I got a hint. His first name is something you can't do in basketball.
I know who it is.
Kerry Kittles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Tony. That was a good question. I swear to God, before you gave me that hint, I wanted to say Kerry Kittles.
Oh, word? Okay.
Kerry with the high socks.
That was a good question. I don't want to front on you. That was a good question.
Yeah, no doubt. All right. This so Philadelphia
born in 92.
Yeah, born 92. Yeah, he was 5. My bad. I'm old. Cut it out, Rosenberg. I'm old. Philadelphia is known for its soul music. This Philadelphia artist hit the scene in 2000, dropped multiple platinum albums.
Music Soul Child.
Damn, you ain't even get to get it out, man. Rosenberg ain't nothing to play.
I should have just said he dropped hits and never took his glasses off. That would have been the one.
This is my favorite singer.
Oh yeah. Okay. Nah, Philly got the man. Philly R&B, Jill Scott, Erica, like
Jasmine Sullivan.
Yeah, like y'all got that. All right. What was the first track Siegel ever recorded with Jay-Z? Yeah, got him. You want a hint?
He got so many with Siegel. That's a good question. What's the first track Siegel got?
First track. And this was one of them ones too.
I know.
People argue about who had the best verse on the song. There's 4 legends on that song.
No, that wasn't. Was that?
Say it.
It was 4 dudes on the song.
4 dudes. Well, it was more than 4, but yeah, people argue about who had the best verse on the song. 1998.
You got me.
Reservoir Dogs, man.
Yeah, I never said that.
Really? That's a classic.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said that. It was the first song though.
Yeah. 1998. That was on Hard Knock Life Volume 2. Now, these are just actual questions like to ask you your opinion. Philly anthems, rap anthems. Let's rank them. What We Do, the Dreams and Nightmares intro, I'm a Hustler. How do you
I'm a
rank?
Hustler is 3. Dreams and Nightmares 2, and What We Do Is Wrong is number 1 by far. Not even close.
Yeah, What We Do is special, man.
Thank you, Raw. I was trying to tell the kids, man.
They'll play that shit in church. That shit, that's almost as important as the cheesesteak.
Yeah. So, best album ever from a Philadelphia hip hop artist is what, in your opinion?
That's a good fucking question. You know, I want to say Music Soul Child, I Just Want to Sing. But, you know, Meek Mill had so many mixtapes before y'all got to hear about it.
Flamers.
The Real Me 1 and 2. Flamers 1 or 2 might be the best thing that was ever put on a CD in Philadelphia hip hop. Again, that's why I said the Music Soul Child album, because I guess we could talk about any genre of music.
Right.
If I had to go with just like an album, it'd be probably that album for Music. But also, I think Music had like 18 tracks on that fucking album.
Yeah, he did. That was a long playlist era.
Like, there wasn't too many skippers on there, if any.
Right.
But Flamers 1 and 2 was
different.
Like, that shit was ridiculous. And Meek had the whole southeastern Pennsylvania on smash. Kind of like where Lil Baby had Atlanta last year too. Like, Meek was really ridiculous. He was in everybody radio. Everybody knew every song word for word. I mean, if you go to a party with some bitches, you don't just throw Meek on and just play Meek all night. Man.
All night. It was that. You know when it hit, when you could do that. We was doing that with Gucci and Jeezy back in the day.
Like, rotation and let's get it.
Yeah, just play that Meek all night. We good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nah, man. As a person not from the area, when the truth dropped, when Siegel dropped the truth, that stopped time where I was, man. That was it. That was the one. You know what I'm saying? Like
so
from
as
every
much as I love Siegel and he's like a 4 or 5 you know, out here, you know, again, Siegel, I was growing up just understanding hip hop. I had to go back and reanalyze a lot of Siegel and listen to a lot of Siegel, and you know, because again, he dropped. I was 8, 9 years old when he really first started hitting the scene and killing it. You know, but I put Meek over Siegel at this point. You know, I put Meek over Siegel at this point, and just in my humble opinion, I love Siegel.
Yeah. Interesting, and that's based on the work from the tapes, getting the whole scene and Philly amped up,
for sure,
and then getting with Ross and actually making hits and all that.
Hey, Raw, what was it like? Because I know I was I remember being in like 5th, 6th, 7th grade, bro, and I would get home from school and I would run to YouTube and see what the fuck was going on in Philly with Joey Jihad and all these niggas. Like, bro, I watched these niggas like TV, bro. Like, what was it like? And we close in age. You a couple years older than me. What was it like being in PA during them days, like the Big Star DVDs, and then you got Top Class and all these niggas? Like, what was it like being in PA during that time?
Yo, it was just a time to be alive if you was from here. You know what I'm saying? See, y'all got it on YouTube. All that YouTube shit was definitely a part of it, but that was towards the back end of the Philly scene. All that shit you was watching on on YouTube, we was getting on DVDs every fucking corner down the city. You go to the mall, they had stands. Big Star. I mean, Big Star is Big Stars is the mega one, but I mean, man, I'm telling you, Headshots, Block Captains, you know, Concrete Jungle, Super Wild Spitters, I'm Not a Rapper, 1 through 10. Like, these are all DVD lines that was going around the city shooting Touch Money. The Headshot versus Touch Money war. I mean, man, the shit we do today wasn't more entertaining than that. You know what I mean? It was just these dudes would throw on a beat and go. You know what I mean? And that was our era. That crafted Rosenberg Raw more than any industry rapper could ever have.
Man,
you understand what I'm saying? I didn't as much, and Meek Mill, but you know, Meek was a part of, you know, he was on the underground while I was growing up. But Reed Dollars, Meek Mills, the Cheek Raws, the Vodkas, you know, the Kabooms, the NHs, you know,
man, it was so y'all had so many, man.
Hattie, Quilly, you know, all them dudes, and there's so many more. Like, I could sit here and name 100 fucking rappers if I really sit and start naming them that, you know, inspired me to rap. You understand what I'm saying? And if you're funny, if you go and look at how I rap, it's like them Philly DVDs. Very similar. Very similar. You understand what I'm saying? I'm from that cloth. That was my inspiration growing up. Those dudes were gods to us. Way before Murder, Mook, Low Deluxe, and anybody was anybody to me. Reed Dollars was God.
Man, Reed
was God.
You couldn't tell it.
These dudes were special in Pennsylvania. You know, special.
Eddie Morris, shout out to Q in the chat. Eddie Morris was one of them dudes.
Eddie Morris was like,
he's a monster.
You know,
he was a monster, bro.
And he was
like a rest in peace to Party Artie. He was a Party Artie type dude.
The grip was gone. Was a beast. Cicero was an animal. There's a dude named Monster in scrap metal. He's an animal, storyteller.
Man, bro, you know y'all had spitters when Meek was just in the middle of the pack, bro. At that time, Joey and Reed and them niggas, they was on another level, bro.
I'll say it like this. Meek was only in the middle of the pack when he got started. When Meek got introduced to the scene, he had a faster rise than any of them.
Than anybody.
And I'm talking about before Flamers. It's when he was just on the DVDs, when he was beefing with Reed and going back and forth. He was under Reed because Meek came after Too Raw for the Streets. When Meek came around, there wasn't no more Too Raw for the Streets. Now it was 1,000 other DVDs. Reed was a star on the first one. You understand what I'm saying? But one thing that none of them dudes, including Reed, Hattie, anybody you name with, none of them dudes ride a beat the way Meek could. Meek is literally the fucking prime example of what Philadelphia sound like back then. Like now he's got his own sound as an industry rapper, but I mean Meek was never in the middle of the pack. Meek, if I put it to you like this, if we use battle rap terms, Meek was top tier forever. He was always
talk.
No question.
I always want to ask this to somebody from the area too. Did you feel like Meek kind of we'll say like his style a little bit with the influence there from PD Crack? Because I like that was what Cassidy said that in a diss, and I kind of always felt like it was a little bit of PD influence in that.
For haters, I do a little bit, but
you know,
PD is Rican.
Right.
So his little fast flow, that's just how they talk down there in the Badlands and the Ricans in Philadelphia. So I don't think PD was never as hot as Meek. So even if you want to say he took his style, somebody got to inspire you if you want to. And if you want to be great in something, you were inspired by somebody.
Right.
Somebody you saw do it and wanted to do what they were doing. So even if he was inspired by PD, so the fuck what? It's PD fucking Crack.
Exactly.
Who cares?
Yeah. Yo, let me go ahead and read this donation, man. Shout out to my man Q Flow. Q Flow Music for the $5 says we had to memorize Reed's Touch It freestyle in middle school. That's
facts.
That was
facts, bro. Wait, y'all remember LimeWire when you used to download the music from? Bro, I used to download the battles and the freestyle. Bro, I wasn't walking around listening to songs. I was walking around listening to the Philly niggas and the smack battles, bro. Like that was life.
That was in every middle and high school in southeastern Pennsylvania, and that's the thing. They expanded further than they ever could imagine. You understand what I'm saying? Like that Philly scene was serious, serious. It was a blast growing up watching that. It was a blast.
Damn, man, I always wondered what it would have been like.
It was nothing
being
like
in PA.
It was nothing like going to the mall, going to the DVD stand, seeing 6 DVDs you ain't seen yet. They all $5-10 a pop. I need all
Talk about it. Talk about it.
Almost like getting the new Madden and trying to run home and play this shit. You know what I'm saying? You bang out one DVD, throw the other joint in. Yeah, I mean the thing that sucked back then was sometimes they will recycle verses a lot. You know what I'm saying?
That was the thing about that era. No one ever talks about that. But you would hear a whole verse and then it'd be on the radio like
knock that I would say on that DVD Philly era was you grab 5 DVDs and the dude might say the same verse on 3 of them. So you took your chances there. But again, like I said, man, it was a fun time. I'm forever thankful for that time because it was the biggest part of Rosenberg Raw as far as inspiration that I could have growing up.
No doubt. Raw, we appreciate your time, man.
Well, we got one.
Do we got a caller in the?
We got a caller.
But I don't. But see, he's not actually on the.
No, he on.
Sphinx, you good, bro? Young Sphinx, what up?
Yeah. Was y'all about to? Yeah, y'all was about to tap out. I don't want to hold y'all up. What's good?
Go ahead.
Ask your question. You on Rosenberg?
All right,
Raw,
for sure. Oh, man, I ain't gonna hold too much time. Rosenberg, what's good, man?
What's going on, big dog?
What's going on? Yeah, I just wanted to tap in, man. I got Rosenberg 2-1 on this one straight up, man. Straight out the gate.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Brody.
Okay. Why you got Rosenberg?
Shouts out to Showoff. Shouts out to Showoff. I feel like Rosenberg's style is more like gritty, it's more authentic. And I just feel like it hit more to the core when it comes to battle rap, bro. That's just how I feel, you know what I'm saying? I seen a Head Ice battle, you know what I'm saying? He smoked Ice, you know what I'm saying? He got Ice up out of here, you know what I'm saying? And, Rose be doing his thing, man. You know what I'm saying? For real, I'm in the Bay Area, so, you know what I mean? I'm tapped in. I feel like he got a stronger style, you know what I mean?
Okay, cool.
Okay, Sphinx, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate
you have a question or you want to just show love? We cool with either way.
I ain't gonna lie, my phone been tripping for about 3 weeks to come on the Discord, so I'm just happy it's working right now, man. I've been going through it, stressing, so I come back and yeah. Word, but I'm tuned in on that max out card next month, man. I got Cass 2-1, man. I don't care. I'm riding with Cass straight up.
Don't get up here pandering, Rosenberg.
Hey, make sure you come back up here after the event. We'll be looking for you.
Yeah.
Nah, I am.
I'm with Spinks 2-1 Cass.
No, come on. I'm gonna.
You know why? You know why? Because it's so much. This why it's so much to the point where Hitman probably like, I know I could beat him, but who's to say Hitman gonna really come up there with 3 rounds? This just all that better. You never know. You know what I'm saying? You never know.
And when you know,
I got Cass 2-1 right now. I'm not riding with the Brotherhood. It's the GOAT. You know what I mean? Your boy Cass back, and I'm riding with Cass 2-1. He for the people, man. Straight up,
Chicken gang, man. Chicken gang.
Chicken gang, man. Hey, but shouts out. I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. I'm about to slide to the grocery store. Shouts out to Rosenberg. Shouts out Black Compass, man. All top, man. Your boy Spinks, man.
What's up, Brody?
Peace,
no doubt, no doubt, man. Shout out to the Bay Area, man. That's a fact.
Bro, hold on. Once I know we gotta get it.
Yeah.
You got Cass 2-1 over Hitman?
Yeah, I do.
Why?
Well, I feel like obviously you could look at Cass and say it's for the money. He coming back and he battling for the money. But I think people don't understand that Cass is more competitive than people give him credit for.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know he could come off as a little bit, unrealistic. But at the same token, if you look what he did versus Disaster, it's easy to look at what he did versus Arson and Goods and be like, that's not it. Of course.
Right.
Why isn't he above noticing that? Like Cass isn't trash because he trash. Cass been trash because he's just been having trash. He had 2 trash battles that didn't go well.
Right.
I think Cass trash. Like, you understand what I'm saying? I think people get mixed up with. Now, if you want to just say you don't think he can battle, I'm not going to, that's fine. I think that's yet to be seen. We've given plenty of dudes 2nd, 3rd, 4th chances. You understand what I'm saying? One of the best punchline rappers, battle rap style of all time.
Ever.
He can't get it right. I mean, were we impressed with Murder Mook versus Iron Solomon in that 5-round battle when he came back?
Absolutely
not.
That
shit was fucking garbage. Trash. That don't mean Mook not the GOAT. He just shot 1 for 15 that night. You know what I'm saying? I trust and truly believe that if there's anything left in the tank for Cass, as far as how elite we've known him to be at prior times, why would he not have a chance against somebody who don't even have a strong pen?
Right.
When has Holla's pen been crazy? Now, I want to be clear. I respect Holla a lot. I think he's one of the best battle rappers that ever lived. So I don't want anybody to feel like I think, Holla not like that because I say his pen not like that. But his pen not like that. That's not his strong point, period.
No,
and it don't mean he can't rap. It don't mean he's not hot. Holla's fire. But that's not what he leans on in battles. So now we're talking about 2 dudes with question marks in certain areas as far as delivering. I think the only thing Hitman got going in his favor more than Cass is that this is supposed to be a big room battle. He rocks big rooms. Can he still? Right? So I just think I gotta see it.
Yeah.
Cass got a shot. That don't mean Cass. It don't mean that if Holla beat him, I wouldn't come back on the show and be like, Holla beat him. Holla can beat him. Holla can fucking kill him. Don't let Cass figure it out.
Okay.
Cass figure it out.
Listen, man, I'm gonna just be checking for the things that we didn't get before. Whereas, like how Hitman, he wins off the content, off the angles. He has the stage presence. I still think there was a little bit of like, even though Cass has performed platinum records in front of big crowds, it's not the same in battle rap. And he can rhyme his ass off, but he don't got a message like how you got a message when you talking to a dude about theyself and comparing the two. You know what I'm saying?
What if Cass get up there with some good angles and he start talking to Holla?
He's capable.
What if he don't get up there talking about I bang on you, Nate Robb, and just rhyming? What if he get up there and actually, what if he's studying Holla? What if he got angles?
Yeah, but I also that's a possibility, but You know, my thing is
I got one more question,
Cass,
Jersey. Before you say that, let me ask you one more question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Cass was embarrassed at the Arsenal battle?
Yes.
Do you think he was embarrassed versus Goods?
Yes.
All right, embarrassed, not just losing, embarrassed.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. I don't care about how much money you give me. Nobody likes to be embarrassed.
Facts.
Right? So even if you pay me well, you're not paying me under the assumption that I'm about to come embarrass myself and fucking I got my money. Cass don't like to be fucking embarrassed. So for him to even take another battle and then bring it to RBE, like, all right, fuck it, maybe y'all you are right. Because let's not make no mistakes about it. They're two different audiences.
Oh, let's talk about it.
They're two different audiences. And that doesn't mean that URL fans don't watch RBE and RBE fans don't watch URL. There's some people who only watch Bellator and only watch, UFC. You know what I'm saying? But I say that to say, things that fly on RBE might not fly on Smack, vice versa. You know what I mean? So I think the crowds are different, the setting is different, and the feel is different. And if you haven't been to both events, you wouldn't know.
I just would like to know. I would like to know, and I'm only saying this because we had Mickey Fax on, I believe, about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and Mickey was saying how Cass kind of don't really want help. He feel like he got it figured out, and that scares me. I would feel more comfortable if he was working with a Rosenberg. You know what I'm saying? Not saying you're writing for him, but saying like, yo, I think that's good, but you need to change the way you deliver that and move this around. He was
working with Mickey?
Well, Mickey just said that Cass didn't want to. He wasn't trying to work with nobody. He felt like he knew it already. And
like you talking about recently for the Halibut.
Yeah. So that scares me.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, I love Mickey, and I think Mickey's got an informed opinion. I don't know if he's a great battler. So I mean, I can understand Cass not wanting to take advice from Mickey Fax. Mickey got some of the same problems Cass got. You know what I'm saying? They both just sound different when they on camera and they in the venues. So I mean, I can understand Cass not wanting to work with nobody. Everybody hating on Cass and making him a running joke. You understand what I'm saying?
I just feel like Cass needs somebody like yourself or somebody that's active in this that know how to get a job done.
I'll tell you what, I got Cass' number, and when the car got announced and then I got released that I was coming out, I called him. He didn't pick up. I shot him a text message afterwards. Yo, this froze, get at me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He didn't respond. So, and I'm a homer. And I've texted Cass and spoke, back and forth with Cass multiple times. Sometimes he respond and sometimes he just don't get back. You know what I'm saying? He that type of dude. So I don't know if him not working with Mickey is really too much to look into. But I will say,
I just hope he's working with somebody that,
or just somebody tell him that's ass.
Yeah, just like not somebody to write. I'm not saying somebody to write his bars, just somebody to run his shit by that could be like.
What was his last battle?
Arsenal
in Philadelphia. Yeah. He got booed in his own city.
Crazy,
terrible. And Arsenal was bad in that battle too. Arsenal.
The irony of Freeway coming out the same event is just
Arsenal.
Crazy.
Freeway had a better performance than both of them.
That was it's crazy.
So I mean, I truly believe Cass is trying to battle to win.
Right.
I believe it. I really do. You think? Let me ask you a question. Do you think he's stupid?
No, I think he's self-aware, but I think he's always going to stand on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the guy, because that's how he was taught. That's how he grew up. And I know when he's by himself, he's like, all right, let's go to the drawing board.
That's the great thing about this battle. We got to see, right? We
got to see it.
We got to see. So.
Right, okay. Man. But Rosenberg, man, appreciate your time, brother.
Yeah,
appreciate your insight and you being as candid as you are with us, man. That really does go a long way. You know what I'm saying? One thing we always do is we give the artist the ISO screen to talk to the fans either about the battle, how they can follow you, things they can expect, whatever you have to promote, bro. It's on you.
Yeah, you already know what it is, man. It's your boy Frozen. Shout out to everybody who's been rocking with me. We about to put the RosenbergRaw.com back up with the FCB, see what they do for view hoodies, all that shit. We focus, man. February 3rd, make sure you grab your pay-per-view. I promise you, you're not gonna be disappointed. I plan on making a statement. So make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. My Instagram got hacked. I never really been on the gram like that. I got like 300 motherfucking followers. My shit's so dry, motherfuckers think it's a fake account. I need y'all to go start following a nigga on that joint. You already know what it is, man. Rosenberg, I'm out of here.
No doubt, man. Shout out to Rosenberg Raw. Very dope interview, man.
It's gonna be a good battle, Tom.
It's gonna be a great battle. I think him and Showoff is gonna be a great battle. It's a dope style clash. To me personally, it means something to the history of RBE because Showoff was very instrumental in helping put the foundation there, and Rosenberg put on some of his best work over at RBE, right? And in terms of the wins, the big names that he got as well. Dope. It's gonna be a dope, aggressive, not playing around type of battle. And I appreciate stuff like that, man. You know what I mean? Everything can't just be lyrical miracle. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like they got some things they could say, and it's in front of an audience, which could change. It's a whole other dynamic that we could see. You know what I mean? 2 out-of-towners. And then one other thing too, Driz. And I don't think we should overlook this. You like at the end of the day, you know, when Rosenberg is an old man and he gets to look back on his career, he gets to say, I headlined a card. You know, I was on a card with Cassidy as the headliner. You know what I mean? Being from PA,
that means a lot, man.
You know what I mean? Like that's crazy. Like that's like is it somebody said, "Oh, I got a feature with him." Like, no, I was on a card with my name on it on the flyer with Cassidy, and I'm from here. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta respect that. You feel what I'm saying? That kind of just struck me. Like, yo, imagine being like if you from Brooklyn, imagine being on a card with like. You know what I'm saying? Like, or doing a concert, you opening for Hov, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, bro, like that's a big deal, right? Like, it's just one of them things, man. But anyway, Black Compass Media, we appreciate all the people, man. Make sure y'all share everything. We will have Rosenberg's contact information. Make sure y'all follow the brother. I see a lot of y'all showing him love and stuff like that. He's on Twitter and he is very active on Twitter, so give him your props. You know what I'm saying? We seen y'all quoting the lines and things like that. You know, and make sure y'all support, man. And one other thing. Shout out to RBE as well. Max Out card. We're gonna mention that again. Max out, April 3rd. And everything like that. So that'll be on pay-per-view. If you are in the Atlanta area, I believe it's gonna be out there. And then another thing too, next week is we're gonna be in Atlanta. For the bullpen,
the whole team will be in Atlanta for the bullpen event.
Man,
it's gonna be a movie.
That is gonna be a movie.
Follow the Black Compass Instagram, Black Compass Media on Instagram for behind the scenes lives in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So go follow the Instagram. We're gonna be behind the scenes live with all the battlers, all that shit.
All the shenanigans, because there's gonna be shenanigans out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm already planning like what pair of buffs I'm gonna wear because I know my eyes are gonna be this big the entire like weekend. I already know.
Tone, I got my ones already. Yes, sir.
You so nasty. You know how nasty that is.
I got more. I'm ready.
Nah, bro.
Ready for Atlanta.
Nasty work. What? Yo, how you pull up a stack of what? You know what? We about to end this right now. We end this show right now. Salute to everybody. We all good. No show tonight. We will be back with some other stuff for y'all. If you got the Patreon, you will get additional drops. There will be other things going on that you can pay attention to as well. Shout out to the Army. Shout out to Team Backpack. You know what I'm saying? Duffel Gang. Shout out to the overseas boys as well. Shout out to the whole UK. Salute to y'all, man. Y'all hold us down heavy too. You know what I'm saying? And y'all be safe. Be vigilant. Wash your hands. Yeah. All of that, man. Until next time.
On the next one.
Black Compass Media. Peace.